By show of hands, how many of you want to be the most lovable person? Yes, please type in I in the chat box. I'm very eager to watch your chats. Please type I. I want to be the most lovable person. Amazing, amazing to see your chats. Fine, superb. Amazing. Wow, wonderful. By show of hands, how many of you want to transform your anger into achievement? This is a bit tricky question. How does anger convert into achievement? Yes, right? So I don't mean this. Anger as such, anger, energy, the energy we spend on anger into achievement. Yes, the anger energy into achievement. So how many of you want to transform your anger into achievement? If you want to transform, just type I in the chat box. Amazing. Fantastic to see your chats. Fine, fine, super, super. Anger is going to get achieved really in this 5 days. Wonderful, wonderful. So welcome to the program Superb Anger. I'm Kameshwariya here to present this program Superb Anger for you all. The fact that you are here clearly shows that you want to transform your anger into achievement. And I promise you that I'll be giving my 100% in this program of Superb Anger. So welcome, my dear parents and lovely leaders. There is going to be 3 major key takeaways in this program. Let's see what are the major key takeaways. Number 1, we'll be exploring about the patterns and trigger points for parents and kids. So how do we explore? What are the patterns? What are the triggers for parents? You get anger quickly, no? Children also. So what we'll be discussing about the patterns and the trigger points for parents and kids as well. Number 2, we'll be discussing about how to break the patterns with the tools. Yeah, we are going to discuss some awesome tools here, how to break your patterns of triggers and with these amazing tools. And number 3, it's going to be how to channelize your anger. We have told that we are going to transform your anger into achievement and how this is going to be achieved, how to channelize your anger into achievement. Yes, of course. And last, we are going to practice in this live session. Yes, at the end of 5 days, you will be getting a clear idea of how to channelize your anger, how to figure out to transform your anger into achievement. We are going to practice in this 5-day session itself. After enclosing this 5-day session, you will be an awesome parent who's going to be a lovely mother and a lovely father. Fantastic. So I'll be telling you the agenda for 5 days. Today, day 1, it is only for superb parents. So, and the day 2 is exclusively designed for superb leaders. So tomorrow, superb leaders will be joining us with some fantastic colors, pens, sketches, everything. We are going to do some amazing activities. Fun-filled activities are there for superb leaders exclusively. And number 3, day 3, day 4, day 5 will be both for parents and kids. We are going to have some lovely conversations, some awesome activities, and more games, fun activities, and conversations also. Yes, we are going to learn some tools and techniques with this experiential learning. Fantastic. So before we start the program, I would like to introduce about myself. A short introduction. My name is Kameshwariya. I'm a lifestyle trainer and coach and a certified experiential trainer. And of course, a mother of 2 lovely, beautiful kids. My mission is to bring out the best out of every kid to transform them into the next generation leaders. Fantastic. Hope you all have a pen and paper ready with you because this is going to be an awesome activity. Mostly we are going to write and have some wonderful experiences. So please, if you have your pen and paper, do switch on your camera and show it in front of me, wave in front of me. Yeah, wonderful. Please, I request you all to switch on your camera and show it. Yes, I would like to see all your faces. If you have your pen and paper, show me, show me, show me, show me. Yes, we are going to do some awesome activities. Wonderful, wonderful. Great, 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 great. Great, Bhargav, great, Kulki ji. Fine, Harinarayan, Gopal, ma'am, super ma'am. Wonderful, wonderful. So, we'll be having some water bottles also. Get ready with your water bottles. This is summer season. We have to hydrate ourselves. Much of water, much of oxygen to our brain. Wonderful, Bhargava ma'am. Super, super fun. Fantastic. Fine. We are going to enter into the session now by having a short discussion regarding, is anger good or bad? If you think anger is good, type in good in the chat box. If you think no, anger can cause a lot of damage, then type bad in the chat box. Yes, come on. Fastest fingers first. I have to see so many answers coming in the chat box. If you think anger is good, type in good, else type in bad. Wonderful. Puna ma'am, Harinarayan Gopal, Alka ma'am. Wow, wonderful. Amazing. You all told it's anger is bad, right? So we have a short discussion regarding this. Let me tell you a situation. You are in a public place. You are being harassed, being physically harassed by some other strangers. At that time, if you say, no, I won't be angry. I'm such a lovely person. I won't be angry at all. Do you think you will be safe? Yes. At that place, will anger help you out? Of course, yes. The little anger you show upon the stranger can completely save your life. Anger is good at that place. Maybe in your office or in some other workplace, you are being continuously bullied by your peers. If you think, no, I won't be angry. I'm such a lovely person. I'll not show any anger to anyone. Will that mentality help you out? No. At that place, a small anger which you show on your face can help you and can protect you from bullying the next time. Is it correct? If you understand now, anger is good at this place, type yes. I would like to see your answers. If you think anger is good at this place, yes. Fantastic. Now, let us talk about another situation. You are showing your anger towards your kid or your spouse or any other relatives. What do you think can happen? You are actually breaking the relationship. It could be any situation when you show your anger towards your relatives or friends, what happens? There, the relationship gets break. Fine. Now in this place, what do you think? Anger is good or bad? Yes, anger is bad at this time. Fantastic. So anger has two different faces like a coin, right? Coin has two faces, the head and the tail. Likewise, anger has good and a bad face. The thing is, we should know where to show the good face and where to show the bad face. So in relationships, we should be very much aware that anger can easily break down a situation or break down a relationship. Fantastic. So as I said, today's program is only for parents, and if children are there, please do join us tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be having an exclusive session for leaders. Today's session is only for parents, and your first situation starts here. Let's time travel, okay? Like a time travel machine. Let's time travel before some 8 years or 10 years or 15 years. Think about what kind of a parent you wanted to be when you were about to be parents. So you have been having a baby in your tummy, right? You have been giving certain promises to your kids. I'll be a humble parent. I'll be a lovely parent. I won't scold you. I'll teach you some awesome tricks and tips and everything. So what kind of promises did you give your child when your child was in your tummy? Yes, I want answers. I want answers from your side. So what kind of parent you actually wanted to be? Think about it. Surely, after 5 months, when your baby starts kicking in your tummy, you would have surely told certain words to your child. What kind of parent or what kind of promise would you have been given to your child? I'm a humble parent. I would be very much kind enough to my child. Put in all things you have. Just time travel and think. I'll be there always for you. Calm and humble. Fantastic, Pulkit ji. Fine, superb. Give confidence. Amazing, Srinivasan ji. Wow. Give confidence as a parent. Wonderful, wonderful. So what all have the promises you have given to your child when you were about to be parents? Because that's the first time you have been parents, right? So you have got so many expectations. Just think about it. Yeah, Ilavarasi Gopalji, wonderful, and the kindly and lovely parents. So fantastic. We have given bounding Bhargavji, fine, exactly. So hopefully, these were the words which you would have said as a parent, right? You'll be joy enough. You'll be the happiest parent in the world. You'll be kind. You'll be comfort, compassionate towards your children. You'll be a patient parent. You'll be humorous, caring, lovely. No, you would have given so many compliments to your child, which is in your tummy. Yeah, would you have given? Yes, if you think that, yeah, I have given so many compliments to my child, which was in my tummy. Please do type I in the chat box. Yes, I have given certain words to my child. Yeah, fantastic. You have given certain promises. Amazing. Now, I'll share you a video. Just watch at this video, and after this video, we'll discuss. Yes. So what do you think after watching this video? This happens literally in your house? Yes? If you think, yeah, these things happen literally in your house, in my house, I could relate every situation here in this video with my house type, yes. Yes, this happens? Yeah, yes, it happens a lot in each and everybody's house, even my house. Yes, I commit. Yeah, even it happens to my house, in my house with my daughters. Fantastic. So after seeing this video, we have time traveled before 8 to 10 years. No, let's come back to 2022. Now, how do you actually show up as parents? As parents now, how do you actually show up? Like this, which is shown in the picture, like this. See what and all compliments you would have given before 8 to 10 years. But what happens right now? Everything has been collapsed. Yeah. So what kind of words comes up in your mind right now when you think about your child misbehaving, or he's not at all listening to my words? Well, you have seen certain situations in this video. What words come up in your mind after watching this video? How do you feel actually as parents now? Come on, just type it. How do you feel actually? You feel frustrated, you feel irritated, whatever might be the feeling, you just come out with certain words. Upset, frustrated, wow, nagging all the while. Yes, of course. Confused what to do as a parent. Wonderful, Alkaji. Yeah, frustrated, what to do. No, lost. Wow, but yeah, we have lost certain times. Don't know what to do. Yes, disappointed. Most of the time disappointed. You don't know what to do, how to handle these kids. Irritated. Yeah, of course, Srinivasanji. We get irritated very easily. Fine, fantastic, wonderful. See, as parents, as me, as a parent with two kids, me too, were feeling these certain things before knowing about this wonderful technique. Yeah, giving too much of advice. No, gee, now and all, now kids start advising us. Mummy, you don't know anything. You just stay away. They don't learn, listen to our advices. They start advising us.
No, ma'am. Excuse me. No. See, when they were small, we give them a lot of advice. As they grow up, when they are teenagers, they don't listen to us.
Yeah, correct. Same thing happened.
Look at this picture here. At this stage, we are advising them.
Yeah.
It actually was not required, but as they grow up, we realize,
Yes, correct.
Because with the elder one, it was the same thing like what I saw in all this. But with the younger one, I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, correct, Preetaji. This is what happened. No, after teenage, yeah, they don't listen to our words. Now let's see how to do it. Most of the time they hear and sometimes they can't hear. They hear G, but they won't listen. Hearing and listening is different. Wonderful, wonderful. So these are the words obviously you get, I suppose. You get exhausted most of the times. You don't know what to do. Your total energy gets drained away. You get irritated, angry. You don't know what to do in public places. No, you feel ashamed. Oh, you, my child, I should not take him to public places hereafter. He is actually losing his energy and this thing also, my status also. I feel very much ashamed. You feel exasperated, embarrassed, confused. You don't know what to do. Of course, this happens most of the time. Fine. Parents, I have two questions for you. I would literally want to ask these two questions. I want you to think about each of the questions. First question. What happened the last time you got angry? Just think about the situation. You don't need to type anything. You just think about what was the last previous situation you got angry with your kid. Just think about it and keep it in your mind. If you're ready with the situation, just give me a thumbs up. Yeah, fine. Preetaji, wow. Good. So you remember the situation? Fantastic. Now, the second question. What were you actually trying to protect? By showing your anger, what were you trying to protect? This is a question which you have to think about. Is it the materialistic things or the unmaterialistic things? Are they valuable or the values? Think about it and give me answers. Were you protecting the valuable things or the values? Give me answers in your chat box, please. I want to see your answers. Were they literally causing damage to the materialistic things or your values? Protect her from harm, from social media. Fantastic. Wonderful. So what were you trying to protect? Values, of course. Fantastic. Yeah, irritation. Okay, that's a feeling, G. I'm asking you, what were you trying to protect? What were you trying to protect? What is the one thing you were trying to protect? If you think, no, my child has broken out something, then that is the materialistic thing. If you think, no, my child tells lies always, he doesn't listen to my words, then that is non-materialistic things. That is the values, the habits, exactly, the values. Wonderful. So you were trying to protect the values. Of course, anger is actually a protection of something. Anger is a protection of worth. It's a protection of dignity, of course, right? The respect which you have on yourself, the boundaries, the flow, the values, safety, connections, yeah, essentials, whatever they need. Fairness. So anger is something that is going to be protecting something. Do you agree? Do you agree that anger is going to protect something? That's why you're angry upon your kids? Yes, you're amazing parents. Of course, you are actually protecting something. Wonderful. So, how many of you think my child is very adamant? I don't know what to do with my child. Just raise your hands. How many of you think that my child is very adamant? He doesn't even listen to my words. Yeah. Wow, yeah. You think that? Yes, he doesn't even think. He doesn't even listen to my words. He's very adamant. I shouldn't even take him to supermarket. No, he just rolls away in the ground, in the floor, and asks me something which I couldn't buy. Always this happens. I couldn't take him to temple. I couldn't take him to park, dinner parties. Every time he's very adamant. He wants something and he's adamant on that thing. We don't know what to do actually with these children. Yeah, they don't listen to our words. Now it's time to actually think positive about those children. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn something positive about those adamant children? Yeah, show me ready. Yeah, wonderful, ready. So there are 8 strengths of strong-willed kids. Let's not call them adamant children. Hereafter, they are actually strong-willed kids. How they are strong enough? See, when they are actually very strong enough, they aren't easily swayed by peer pressure. They cannot be easily brainwashed. Right? They cannot be easily brainwashed. They are very focused on their goal. They know what they want. Even if it doesn't help you out in this situation, in this age, but after they grow up, they actually need focus on their goal. Do you agree? How many of you agree that children need goals? Yes? Type in I. How many of you think that children need goal and they have to be focused on their goal? Many children nowadays don't have goals. We are actually building, we are actually showing them how to set up goals. Goals are must. Yeah, direction is must. They learn through experience. They don't listen to our words, you said, right? Yes, they don't listen to our words, but they actually learn through experience. What we see, we forget. What we hear, we forget. But what we do not forget. Yeah, these children are the kind 3 category. They will actually do and they learn through experience. Fantastic. They challenge the status quo. They think, yeah, how can this be? I will show who am I. That is a good thing, right? They are good at making decisions. Decision making skills. This is wonderful life skill. Most of the children nowadays don't have decision making skills. They look at the parents and say, Mommy, can I take this sweet from this auntie? They don't think that who's a stranger. They always depend on their parents. Decision making skill is very much important. Should I do this or should I not? Should I talk this or should I not? This is very much important. They are very good at decision making skills. They are very gritty. They are very focused. And these are all the qualities an entrepreneur wants. So, do we want our kids to be one among the employees or being one among the entrepreneurs, the best entrepreneurs? They're very passionate, very skillful. Fantastic. So let's not call them as adamant kids hereafter. They are very strong-willed kids. So think good about everything. Fantastic. Are you ready for a superb activity now? Activity time. Yeah. Type I if you are ready for a superb activity. Fantastic. Swarna ma'am, Bhargav. Fantastic. Prita ma'am. Wonderful. It's time for a superb activity. So I request you all to take a pen and paper out because it's going to be a wonderful activity for you parents. Fine. I'll be giving you certain questions here and you're going to think about these questions and answer. This is for you parents actually. You are going to think, I get triggered when? What are the situations you get triggered easily? What are the situations you get angry very easily? I want you to think about it and write certain points about it. For example, if I tell you my child always tells lies, my child doesn't sit and learn by herself, or she doesn't respect the elders, she doesn't know how to behave in public place. You as parents, you actually know what are the situations you face, right? So when are the situations you get triggered easily? I want you to think about it and write it. I'll be giving you 2 minutes time. Just please write down, because with this activity, we are going to move forward. We are going to work out on this activity only. So please do not skip it. Just think about what are the trigger points for you as parents. You get angry very quickly, very easily. Please, please, please do write down. I'll give you 2 minutes time. If you have completed, just type in the chat box as finished. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Don't worry. After 2 minutes, you can type it. This is a very important activity. Of course, you have to do it. When do you get triggered easily? If you have completed, just type in the chat box that you have finished. Just the first question alone. Yes, yes. I'll give you 30 more seconds. Let's finish it off. Yes, yes, wonderful. All have completed. Wow, wonderful. Amazing. Let's move on to the second question now. Second question. You have written the situation now. What are the trigger points for you to get anger very quickly? The second question is to think because they should behave well, or because they should learn, or because they should know how to behave in public place. Write down. What is the because you actually wanted from your heart? Because they should not tell lies. What is the one thing you are wondering about in your mind? Because they should do what? What? The question is what? Because they should do what? Yes. Yes, please write down. Write down because they should do what? If you're finished, please type done in your chat box. Yes. Yes, over. Fine, fantastic. The third question. Because I feel, okay? Because I feel that they are grown-ups. You feel that they are grown-ups. They should learn something. They should know certain things. They should know how to behave. Yeah? Because I feel that they have to know certain things in this age. If you feel like that, write down. Because I feel they are grown-ups. They have to learn certain things in this age. Or they have to know that how to behave in the public. They should know that because I feel my child has to be someone special. Everything is a feeling, right? As parents, we feel a lot. We feel whatever might be your profession, our only focus is towards our children. Correct? We are super parents because I feel something special. I wanted my child to be something special. Finished? Done? Done with it? Question number 4. Because I remember as a child, I was trained in such a manner that I'll be well behaved. I was well behaved. That's why I am a super parent now. Because I remember as a child, my parent used to beat me and train me, of course. That's why I'm a super parent now. You think that because I remember as a child, I was grown up in such a situation that no one in my house will tell lies. Everyone has to respect elders because I have been grown up in such a situation. So think about it, because I remember as a child how was I brought up? And the second part in this question is, because I remember as a child, how should my child be trained enough? Over. If you have done with this, 4 questions are over. Then you get triggered very easily. Is the first question. The situation. Second is because they should do something. They have to have certain qualities. Third question, because I feel. Yeah. So you have if you have completed all the 4 questions, I want to discuss about this a lot. Now, who's going to unmute yourself and speak out what you have written? Let me see so many wonderful answers from your side. I want to check out what you have written and who's going to unmute yourself and speak about this. Yes, Pulkit ji. Yes, of course, you can unmute yourself.
I think the first from the anger management point, when I get angry, is when the things doesn't go in my way.
Okay.
Which I think it's the right way, or maybe it's not, right? When they don't listen to me, again, that's the similar thing as the first one. And when I'm confused myself, I get angry as well.
So how to handle it?
Yeah, and when the things doesn't get it done, the task that I want to do, it also affects my mood as well.
Yeah, I think it's your fault. Okay, fine.
Yeah, fantastic. And then when there's too many things going on at the same time, that affects me as well.
Fine, yeah. As parents, we have to focus on a lot of things. Fine, wonderful. So, sure, Ji, we'll be working out on these 4 questions. That's why I made you to write this. Only then you'll think about these situations. We'll be seeing answers for this. Please wait. Yeah, we'll be seeing answers. Let me see. Yeah, Swarna ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, everyone, and good evening to
Hi, ma'am.
everyone. So I get triggered when I say something it's not the single time we will, as a parent, everybody would have gone through this, but like not the first time, no kid will listen to you. But even after repeating myself like almost like 100th time, the same thing I would be, I sometimes would have thought like I should record myself in a, dictaphone and then keep repeating it like in a loop. So it will go on, still it doesn't get done. So in statement is like they procrastinate things. So I feel like so when I was a child, like my parents never told me this is how you should behave, this is not you're supposed to behave, or this is right, this is wrong. I was like learned it all by myself, and now I feel like you have a parent like where you're able to share. Like I wanted to be with him as a friend, like try to open him up to me, but like he just, the more I want to talk to him, he cocoons up more.
Yeah, often it happens.
So I feel like I think I'm getting deviated from the topic though. So I feel like once they keep procrastinating things, so they get easily, they just lose their focus. They just easily getting carried away to something else, just a cell phone, just a small thing, like some cartoon just opens up and then they are off somewhere else. So like bringing back to the groove, it is like unless or otherwise they themselves change, like we cannot pressure them. Like, I'm finding it so hard that that this is the trigger point where like I lose myself. I'm completely lost there.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. So we'll be seeing here. We'll be seeing. Yes, GST. Coach, yeah, coach.
You want me to go? Okay. I feel triggered when Asta does not sometimes listen to me, almost very similar like what Swarnaji also said, that I keep telling again and again, and finally I get triggered after telling the nth time. That is the time I get triggered because they should. because they should listen, because we are, after all, the experience, and that is the should, that because I feel that my daughter Asta can do much better. She has got tremendous amount of potential. She can do this thing. And because I remember as a child, I was very obedient. I would listen. I was very conforming to what my parents were, up to whatever my parents said. But now it's a little different. So I think this is the 4 answers I have.
Yeah, exactly. The parenting style we had earlier and the parenting style we have now is very much different. We actually try ourselves to be the best friends, and we certain times think that so we are we taking the wrong decision. Yeah, it happens certain times we feel that we are taking any wrong decisions. No? So we'll be discussing about it. Yes, Alka ji wants to tell something. Yes, Ji. Yes, Ji.
Hi, I
Hi.
just wanted to share that I get triggered usually when the kids don't follow discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get very irritated then because there are things lying around. They come from school and throw things here and there, they're back. So I feel that discipline is very important. So repeatedly, if I've told them and they are still not doing it, then it is a bit irritating. Secondly, I get irritated when they speak rudely. I think.
Correct.
I feel whatever you want to convey, I tell the kids always just speak it out politely. When they speak rudely, it's very hurting for us because we try to be very, very nice to them as far as possible. So when we can tell so many times, they should also try to be the same way. They should also be polite to us. And third, I think main 3 points only I could think of. They waste their time. When they waste their time, I really feel when they have so much, like how coach also told, if they have the potential and they're still just being lazy,
Yes, of
then
course.
why? I just want to push them to do a little more, but they don't want to be pushed nowadays. Kids, they are like very, very happy in their comfort zone. They don't want to come out of it. So that makes me a bit irritated, that why are they wasting their time? They can, this is a time to work hard and do something more. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, Ji. Thank you, Ji. We'll be seeing everything here. So this exercise was actually to make you think about it. So most of the time we are actually in the outcome zone. We think that, oh, this is happening again and again. I don't know what to do. We have so many lots of works and commitments in our daily routine, right? So we don't think about it. This exercise is actually going to trigger your thinking. This is actually the step 1 exercise we have done. We will be doing on working out on this. Okay, let's see. And it's time for you parents. What are you best at? Just think about yourself. You would be best at many things. Just type in what are you best at. You will be best at your bravery. You could be best at your leadership qualities. You could be best at your teamwork, your perseverance, your kindness, humble. So whatever you are best at, it is time to think good about yourself. I've given certain things here. If you want, you can just see here and type it out. Or else you know you are good at something, you can type that also. Yes, please. I want to see what are the good qualities you have. Fantastic, Alkaji. Perseverance, patience. Wonderful. Patience is a very needed quality right now. So what are you good at? Please to think about it. You are amazing. You are amazing parents. A good listener. Fantastic. Sure, you would be good at many qualities. Please to type out what are all the qualities you are good at. Judgmental. When there are 2 kids in your house now, you will be the best judge. What are the qualities you were good at? Please to type out. Yes, I want to see many answers. Come on, type it out. What are you good at? Honesty, kindness, hope. I want to see many answers coming up, right? Fantastic. Humility, forgiving, gratitude, wonderful. Think good about yourself. It's time to feel good about yourself. Gratitude, love, sensitive. Wow, wonderful, Srinivasanji. Super. So we have to think good about ourselves is the main thing. Creativity, love, kindness, wonderful, Pulkit ji, fantastic. Now we are onto a wonderful concept called superb switch. Let's see what it is. We are going to do an activity now. Their behavior is about me. Yeah, children, you said you told that your children are not listening to your words. They are not respecting. They are wasting their time. They are procrastinating. Everything, right? We will be seeing one-on-one here. First thought. My child is giving me a hard time. I don't know what to do. Correct? This happens. This happens with you. My child is giving me a hard time. I don't know what to do with my child. Always, yeah. I don't know what to do. This happens. Now, we are going to do a wonderful trick called superb switch. Let's see how to switch. Let's see how to switch this thinking. We are going to switch only the thought, not the behavior. Behavior is yet to come. We are going to switch our thought. Superb switch. Let's see how to switch our thought. My child is actually having a hard time. Doesn't it sound good? The first thing, when you think that my child is giving me a hard time, you think that, yes, of course, my child, I couldn't know how to handle my children. Yeah, you become frustrated, you become irritated, you think that you couldn't handle your children. You think that everything, no, I cannot do. He's giving me a hard time. I cannot work in my kitchen. I cannot work in my laptop, everything. But if you switch your thought, superb switch, when you think that my child is actually having the hard time, how do you feel now? You feel empathetic towards your child? How is the feeling of giving me a hard time, and how is the feeling of thinking about, yeah, he is actually having a hard time? Let's see how he is having a hard time in few slides thereafter. We'll see. The second behavior, when I think that I am a total failure as a parent. No, I don't know how to handle this situation. I am a failure. How many times, n number of times I've told him not to scribble on the wall, but yet he is scribbling on the wall. I've told n number of times to go and sleep by himself at 9 o'clock. He is not at all listening to my words. You think that you are a failure? I don't know what to do with this child. Yes, it's time to superb switch your thought. Superb switching actually makes you to think empathetic towards your children. Superb switch goes like this. You think that I am my child's guide. I am my child's coach. I am a teacher. I am a model. It takes time. See, I'll ask you one question. Are you dictators or are you parents? Please type in. Are you dictators or are you parents? You want to be dictators like Hitler? Yeah? Hitler parents? Obviously, if you are dictators, your child will be going back and saying, no, my father, no, he's a Hitler. Always he's cursing me. Do you want to get that name? Think that, are you dictators or are you parents? Yes, of course, we are parents. Of course, confused parents. Correct. We behave like dictators at times. Yeah, we don't know what to do with our children and we became dictators. Of course. So think good about yourself. You are not failures and you are not someone alone. We are all community. Yeah, we all think similarly. We all are thinking similarly. We are not failure. We are actually a child's parent. It's our superb switch thinking to think that we are actually a child's guide. Correct? Do you think that my children will learn from me? Of course, right? He's learning from the cinema. He's learning from his friends. Then why can't he learn from me? Of course, right? He's enacting like a superstar. He can enact like his friend. He can enact like his teacher. Of course, he's enacting like you. Correct. So we are parents. We are wonderful parents. It's time to think that we are coaches. We are the models. We are the role models. It takes time, of course. Yeah, I'll ask you one question. You have been cooking for so long, right? So many years. The first day of cooking, was all the dishes fantastic? You got all the dishes wonderfully super? The salt, the spices, everything you got it right? If you think that, yeah, I'm a wonderful cook from day one. Yeah? When you join any office, first day itself, your boss calls and appreciates you. Wow, wonderful, wonderful, Pulkit ji. You are amazing. You're doing a great job. Day one itself, our company got 100 crores turnover. Happens? Happens? No, right? We are learners. We are lifelong learners. Then what about our children? They're kids, no? They are kids. It's not a Maggie, 2-minute Maggie. They instantly get ready for the outside world. So we think that we are lifelong learners. Yeah, I can learn anything. But we think our children, they should learn something. Or they should not expect me to do the work. They should know how to clean the vessels. They should know how to sleep. They should know how to learn by themselves. They should know how to sweep the floor. Yeah, we think like that, correct? So the one thing we should know about ourselves is we are the role models of our children. It takes time. Yeah, it takes time. It is a process. Correct? Superb switch. Do you know? Now can you get what is a superb switch thought? The thought. Rome was not built in a day. Correct? Rome was built every day. So likewise, our children are also building, trying, learning, fighting. They are learning everything. Yeah, put us in their shoes. Yeah, correct. We need to stand in their shoes and know. Correct, G, correct. Very nice. Now, we have learned how to switch our thought to learn about themselves. The third one, I'm going to leave it to you. I'll give the thought. The thought is, my child should be able to put himself to sleep. My child should be able to put himself to sleep. What could be the superb switch thought that you could get? I want answers from parents' side. Yes, please do help me out. Give some certain answers. What can be the superb switch thought? The thought is my child should be able to put himself to sleep. He should get to bed at 9 o'clock and just away, go to sleep. That's it. That's a thought we have, but that doesn't happen. Exactly, that doesn't happen. But how can we switch our thought? Do I sleep on time? Amazing, Alkaji. Very nice. Answers. Good. I want few more answers from your side. What could be the switch? Superb switch. Please to type it out. My child needs my help to put to sleep. Wonderful. Child requires comfortness while starting to sleep. I should be with him. Yeah, for a few minutes. Wonderful, Srinivas. I think our self has to do first. Correct. Amazing, Pulkitji. Wonderful. If I put my kid to sleep, I can spend some time with him. Amazing, wonderful answers. Fantastic. So you are amazing parents, of course. You knew the answer. Wonderful. Now, my thought about this superb switch could be like this. I'm not telling this is the right one, but this could be the right one. This could be one of the answers. Now we are going to do superb switch. Superb switch goes like this. My child needs the skill of sleeping independently. thinking, my child should be able to put himself to sleep. My child should be able to learn by himself. Or how about the switch of my child needs the skill of sleeping independently. Skill means learning. Should actually hurts us and the child as well. My hand literally pains here. But how come my child needs the skill of sleeping independently? Yeah. How does this superb switch thinking goes? He actually needs the skill. When you think that he actually needs a skill, you become empathetic. So I'll ask you one question. When your child started walking, yeah, after the crawling stage, did you tell that, now that's all, 8 months over, get up and walk? Did you ever even tell your child that 8 months over, it's time to stand up and walk? Now walk. Did you tell like that? No, right? No one did. You gave some space for him. You gave some furniture. You made him to literally stand first, gripping something. Then he actually gave some few steps to walk. Then only he started walking. At that time, we were wonderful parents. We were amazing parents. We were giving lots of time to our children, thinking that they need the skill to walk. Correct? Now what happens? Now we think all our sannyasi, all our gurujis, they should do everything by themselves. Correct? Yeah, even as a mother, before knowing this technique, I too used to think, my child, one of my child is 10 years old and the other one is 4 years old. Now, what happens when this happens in your house? When you get a second child, you think that your first child is grown up. That's all. You can even marry and send them to the other house. Now, they can think on their own. They can plan everything. They can eat the food by themselves, everything. This is the mistake we do. We actually need to know that they need a skill. Should be replaced by skills. How many of you agree with this? If you agree with this, type I in the chat box. Yes, come on. How many of you think that the child needs the skill, not the should part? Fantastic, amazing. I get beautiful answers from your side. Hope you have got the concept very well. Yes, should be replaced with skills. True, yes. What is the image do you see here? It's a human brain. Yeah, it's a brain. See, in the brain, this front part, this is called frontal lobe. This frontal lobe gets fully developed at the age of 25. I'll ask you one question, parents. How many of you kids have crossed the age 25? Any of you parents have crossed, your children have crossed the age 25? If yes, please type yes. After 25, nothing will happen. You should sit like this only. No one will listen to your words. Yes, no one will listen to your words. So, this frontal lobe, this frontal lobe is actually helpful in planning. It is actually helpful in attention seeking. It is a working memory. It is helpful in organizing things. Impulse control, everything. This frontal lobe is helpful. And this frontal lobe, this fellow will develop fully only at the age of 25. At what age? Show me. 25. Yes, it fully gets developed at the age of 25. So when the frontal lobe of our brain gets developed only at the age of 25, do our children become sannyasis and gurujis before 25 itself? Yes? No, right? He has not even developed this thing. This one, the frontal lobe, is not even developed. Before the age of 25, even we did so many mistakes. At the age of 21, we all got job. Did we know which is the right bank to invest? Which is the right shares to invest? No. Did we know who is the right life partner to choose? Yes, of course, we would have seen some partners, but do we know will this partner will actually travel with us lifelong? After the age of 25, we know how to plan, how to think. Everything happens after the age of 25. Then how come our children become fully developed at this age? Think about it. Of course, right? Do you agree? If you agree, type yes. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. Yeah. We are not even perfect at this age. Correct. We do many mistakes. But we say, oh no, life is actually learning from mistakes, you know. We say like that. But we expect that our children should not do mistakes. Yeah, am I there? Correct. We tell that we should learn from mistakes. Even if we make one kurma and get some salt up now, we say, oh, chucho, no. Next time I'll put salt correctly. We learn from mistakes, but we think that our child should be perfect in everything. We are still learners, lifelong learners. Then what about kids? They are also lifelong learners. Correct. Very true. Of course. Now, it's time for again your pens and papers. We have seen that the should part to be converted into skills, correct? So identify certain specific skills that your child needs to develop. My child or teen needs to develop tolerance. I have given some 7 of them here. These are a few examples that I have given. If you think more than these 7 points, please do write down what are the skills that your child needs to develop. Don't write down as my child should do this thing. My child should not tell lies. No, hereafter, no should from your mouth. Only my child needs to learn the skill. Please, of course, write down what are the skills your child needs to develop. And of course, we'll be discussing this point right now. Write down. After finishing, type done. We'll be discussing about these points. What are all the skills your child needs to develop? And this time, I want certain people who have not even answered yet to answer this question. Few people are very active in chat. I want to hear your beautiful voices. See, as trainers, we will be lovely enough to, and we'll be very happy to see your faces and train. But what to do? If you come through online only, we could catch up the whole world. So, if you think that we need some boost, we need some energy, please switch on your camera. I want you to see your faces. I want to hear your voices. We need to have a lovely, wonderful conversation session. Finish writing. After finish writing, please do type it done. And this time I want who's active in chatting. Srinivasan ji, Anusha ji, Rinku ji, Preeta ji, Bhargav ji, everyone to answer. Please, I want you need to answer certain questions. This is the time to think. Preeta ji, are you ready? Have you unmuted already?
Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Starting the session with Preeta ji. Yes, ji. What your child needs to develop?
I think my child needs to develop she needs to develop tolerance and managing time.
Wonderful. Yeah. Wonderful, ji. Thank you for your answer.
Everything is fine. She is maintaining it, but
having a superb champion in your house, wonderful. These are skills, no? We can learn.
Thanks to Sachin sir.
Yeah, Sachin coach is awesome. No, you are a part of superb family, and this tolerance is just a matter. You can easily go through it. Next, who's ready with your answers?
This is Srinivasan. Good evening.
Who has unmuted? Janvi?
Yes, coach.
Yes, Janvi. Yeah. You can tell.
Yes, coach. My child needs to develop in managing time and maintaining focus and think accurately.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. So all the skills. It was wonderful, no? When you tell that my child needs to develop. How did you think? When if you tell that no, my child should develop tolerance, my child should develop time management. If you tell like this, again your anger gets, your BP gets shooted up. If
True, coach.
now you told that my child needs to develop, how was your feeling?
Good vibes were coming, coach.
Correct. Yeah. We think positive about our children. They need get still kids. Correct.
Yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, Janvi ma'am. Thank you for your words. Next, who's going to?
Yeah, my child should skill themselves to maintain focus, and they should skill themselves to think accurately, and of course they should respect their elders.
Wow, fantastic, Ji. Thank you. Yes,
Happy evening,
Pulkit Ji. Thank you.
Srinivasan.
Thank you, Bhargav Ji. Pulkit Ji, yes.
Confidence, focus, and managing time.
Yeah. Instead of
Those are
telling
the
just
things I need
confidence,
to.
focus, and time management, it's better
So
to
that
tell that my child needs the skill of developing
yes, they need to
confidence.
develop the skills. Yes, slowly.
Yeah, that's better, right? My child needs to
It is so
develop.
good. It's very impressive how we should be. It's just switch that thinking of putting ourselves into the suit and like, okay, you know what? It's a slow process. But unfortunately, that switch doesn't happen on a time, and then the anger just keep coming in after 3-4 time repetition, and that's the biggest challenge that I'm going to learn from you.
Correct. Wonderful, Ji. Was an awesome learner. Fantastic. So skills. Yes, skills. We should think that our child needs to develop the skills. Srinivasan Ji is very ready. Yes, Srinivasan Ji, come on.
Happy evening.
Happy evening.
Yeah, my son has to improve the housekeeping skills. Means he has the skill, but it has to be improved. The orderliness.
G has to is equal to should. Okay, has to and should is equal.
Yeah.
How to superb switch? Come on, superb
Needs to
switch.
improve his skills.
No, come on, superb switch. My child needs to develop the skill. Come on. Let's practice only then it goes into our mind. Let's practice.
Just to develop the skills.
Child needs to develop the skills of, yeah, come on.
Yeah. He needs to develop the skills.
Skills of what? Be
We
specific.
get used to it, so it's difficult to switch now. We need to do some practice.
Yes, of course. We are learners. Amazing, Ji, amazing. Wonderful.
Ma'am,
Yes, ma'am.
yeah, I just tried it some in another way.
Yeah.
Yeah, my child needs to be more patient. Okay. And my child can manage time more effectively. I think we can put it in this way also.
It again goes to should only. You have not used should, but again it's compelling them. It's like dictatorship. So can you switch over like this? My child needs to develop patience. Needs the skill to develop patience. My child needs the skill to develop something. XXX, Y.
Yeah.
So when you say needs to develop, it feels relaxed. You feel empathetic towards your child.
Okay. And my child needs to manage time more effectively.
Needs the skill to manage the time more effectively. Skill is important.
Okay, thank you.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you. Ilavarasi Gopal, ma'am. Yes, of course, you can unmute yourself.
Ma'am, my
Yeah.
kids needs to develop managing time, maintaining focus, and think accurately. I'm having 3 kids, ma'am.
Wonderful.
Elder
So
kids
you are
studying.
easily you're a teacher, you're a coach, you're an amazing
Yes.
parent.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So your child needs to develop the skill. How you feel when you tell that your child needs to develop?
Yes, my kids needs to develop skills, ma'am.
Yeah.
They
So,
are a superb child.
yeah, they are super children. Already they are superb leaders. Already they are part of superb family, superb humans.
Yes,
No?
ma'am.
So they are superb amazing children,
They
and
can do.
we have to superb switch up that.
Yes, ma'am.
Correct?
Yes,
Fantastic.
ma'am.
So hope all parents have got the technique of superb switching now. Your child needs the skill to develop. He should not. The should to be converted into skills. Fantastic. Now, this part we have done now, right now. My child needs the skill of. So you have written certain things here, except that 7, we have given certain things of like problem solving. My child needs a skill of coping, empathy development, or coping the stress, coping with mistakes, coping with failures. These are all life skills the children needs to develop. So actually, this is what we done right now. You have written that my child needs the skill of tolerance. My child needs the skill of transitioning, how to get through the anger easily. My child needs the skill of going to sleep independently. My child needs the skill of doing his work at the correct time, managing time, being flexible. So certain more examples are given in this slide. If you think these could relate to my child, you can surely note it down. Of course, myself and Sachin coach are ready to help you out in figuring out how to change, how to get these skills to your children. But this is not the place to figure out in this workshop, because we are actually figuring out the anger part. Skill development is a separate part. We'll be seeing it later. Fine. Hope you have all done this. Show me thumbs up if you have completed this thing. Yeah. My child needs the skill of managing focus, flexible, problem solving. What's wrong? Aha, much self-regulation, everything. Done. Fantastic. Now, it's time to talk about kids. Are you ready? Let's discuss about the trigger points for children. Till now, we were thinking about ourselves, correct? As parents, oh, what are all mistakes I was doing till now? What are all the superb switch points I have to learn? Everything we have learned about ourselves. As parents, we have learned a lot. Now, it's time to learn about the trigger points for children. The video which I showed you previously, children are shouting and screaming and yelling like that. Everything happens in our house. Have you ever thought what could be the trigger point for that? We are just watching her. Why this thing? Always shouting, always crying. I don't know how to manage this. You are thinking about how to manage. How to is afterwards. Okay, don't think how to and all, keep it aside. And you think, what is the reason? Now I am going to tell you about what are the trigger points for children. Are you ready? Type, if you are ready, type yes, I am ready. I am superb ready. I am superb ready. It's time to learn about our children now. The most important part. Type I am superb ready in the chat box. If I see your superb ready messages, we'll move to the next. Yeah, you're superb ready. Amazing, amazing. It's time to learn about our kids. Fantastic. I'm going to show you a new concept called phases. So this phases is actually an acronym. We'll be discussing each letter one by one. This phases is actually a bucket. Whenever each one of the bucket doesn't fill, trigger comes from the children. Let's see one by one. So the phases stands for flow, action, connection, essentials, and safety. Can you see two children here in the slide? One is very calm and cool down. If all the buckets are filled, these spaces buckets are completely filled, the child is safe and calm. When these buckets are not filled, see how the fire comes out from the body, how the child gets angry. Now we'll discuss each thing. One by one, I'll explain you how this works and what is actually making them, how the trigger point happens in our children. First one is flow. Fine. When your child is actually being given a old game, which he actually plays a lot, he knows how to play the game. What happens? He'll be having that game. Yes, mummy, I'm bored now. How many times I can play this game? I'm literally bored of this game. I know how to do, how to win everything. Now what happens? The skill is high and the challenge is very low. When the skill is high and the challenge is very low, there boredom. They are very bored. Now, when the challenge is very high, how come? When you're giving your child some calculus and integral part sums, he doesn't know how to do it. What's happening there? His challenge is very high. His skill is very low. He doesn't know how to do. At that place, what happens? He's very anxious. He doesn't know what to do. Challenge is too high. But when you are giving your child some video games, where the challenge is also high, the skill is also high, they are in a flow. So, when you ask your child, Raghav, please come, your child doesn't even hear. He is in a flow state. Now, let's see how this flow state happens. I'll show you a video right now. Watch this video.
The monkey business illusion. Count how many times the players wearing white pass.
So count how many times the players wearing white. The players will be wearing white t-shirt. How many times the players of white t-shirt are passing the ball? You have to count it. Are you ready? Just have your focus over this and type in the answers, okay? I'll share the video now. Sorry.
The monkey business illusion. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the ball.
Have you counted? Yeah, correct answer is 16 passes. How many of you got the correct answer? No? So you were watching the thing. The correct answer is 16 passes. Okay. I'll ask one more question here. How many of you noticed the gorilla coming inside? Have you seen gorilla? It was just passing by inside. Yes, if you watch gorilla coming inside, type in yes. Be truthful. If you have seen the gorilla, type in yes. Yes, Varnaji has watched gorilla. No, yeah. No, Alkaji, no, yeah. Something came. Okay, gorilla has come inside. Okay, so another question for you. Have you watched? So, what was the screen color behind it? There was a screen hanging. What was the screen color? Red. Yes, of course, red. Correct. The answer red is correct. The next question is, How many of you watch the screen color changing? Yeah, Pulkitji, yellow, fine, fantastic. No, Bhargavji, no, fantastic. No, yes. What were you watching then? What were you watching then? So what was the question? The question is? Yeah, to count the ball passing. So you were all watching and focusing on the balls. That to the white t-shirt balls, no? So you missed the gorilla part, you missed the screen changing the color. Another thing also happened. Can anyone tell me? There was another change at the last. No, it's not ball passes. If you have watched very keenly, you could see another difference in that video at the end. Let me see who has watched the video correctly. Number of people changed. Yeah, amazing. Correct. But who were the players? Everyone went out at the last. Okay. At the last, everyone went out. But before that, what was the change? Can we see now? You want to try? Want to try out the answer? Can we watch the video fully?
The correct answer is 16 passes. Did you spot the gorilla? For people who haven't seen or heard about a video like this before, about half missed the gorilla. If you knew about the gorilla, you probably saw it. But did you notice the curtain changing color or the player on the black team leaving the game?
Yeah, the third one is the player with the black t-shirt has left the game. Sorry? Okay. So the player wearing the black t-shirt has left the game. That's the third change. Now I'll play the video once again. Have a watch it.
Let's rewind and watch it again. Here comes the gorilla, and there goes a player, and the curtain is changing from red to gold. When you're looking for a gorilla, you often miss other unexpected events. And that's the monkey business illusion.
Fine.
Learn more about this.
So, what was your state right now while watching this video? Type in. What was your state? Yeah. How are you feeling? Low focus. Okay. No, G, actually, it's not low focus. You were actually focusing. That's why you left off. You were focusing only what is needed. Correct? You were focusing about the ball passes. So you were in a flow state. Correct. You were in a flow state. You are not actually on low focus. Focusing only, yes. Think about our children while playing a video game or watching a video in a YouTube. What happens? We call them. Raghav, come here. Nothing happens. Raghav, I'm telling you to come. Nothing happens. You break some vessels and tell you, can you ever hear me? I'm telling you to come and have the dinner. Huh, mommy, did you call? They'll ask you. So what happens within the child? And understand now why they behave that way. Yes, of course. They are in a flow state. They are actually in a flow state. Their challenge is high and their skill is also high. Correct? Even Bhargav does the same. Fine. Correct. Not only Bhargav. All the children are like that. So, when a child is immersed in an activity, While not only watching video games or watching PUBG or playing these games or a lot this kind of stuff. See, some children will be in a flow state while reading books, even the good habits, while reading books, while they are drawing something, while they are using their creative mind, they will be in a flow state. Not only the bad things, just think about the good things also. So when they are immersed in an activity, they are lost in time. They don't know what is happening. My teacher, no, when I was studying +2, my teacher used to say, even though a thunder falls down near you, you should not take the face out of your book. That is what concentration is. My teacher used to say, thunder coming and falling near me. I will not watch. See, these were the questions we were telling now. Challenge for transitions. They are unable to focus. They are in a flow state. We have to know that this is one of the buckets that the child is going on. While reading and studying also, yeah. When they are in a flow state, it is very hard to bring them out. When you try to bring them out, one of the bucket is getting low and they get triggered very easily. Do you agree? Yes? Yes, of course, happens. Now it's time for another superb activity. Get your pen and paper ready and tell me, when do you think that your child is in flow state? Mention 5 activities. How they get triggered easily. If you want to write, then write and then tell it out to me, or you can type the answers in the chat box. Let all others also listen. Yeah. I'll be giving you 2 minutes time. Please do think about, because they are your children. You are watching them day in and day out. You know very well nook and corner of your child. You know when is your child is in flow state. Yeah. Watching movies. Yeah, correct. Playing games. Correct. Not only video games. When they are playing basketball or cricket or football, everything. You'll be shouting, oh, come on, my child. Nothing, no one will turn. Reading, yes, of course. Reading storybooks. Homework, doing homework, amazing thing. Your kid is very super amazing thing. By doing homework also, fantastic. Reading, watching games. Yes, using electronics, correct. Coming up with wonderful answers. So others also, please do write down. Write down what are the things or what are the situations your child is actually in a flow state. Pushing social media, correct? What are the places? Playing basketball, cricket, correct? I want others also to get some few answers. There is Rinku ji, Boona ma'am. Playing, doing any work, watching videos, reading, studying. Yes, of course. Time to think, correct. They are in a flow state. Their brain, the neurons and electrons and neutrons, everything protons gets, they are in a flow state. While using his mobile or YouTube. Yes, correct. Happens. Finish. Let's move on to the second bucket. Are you ready? We'll watch on the second bucket. Fantastic. The second one of phases is A, action. I'll give one certain example. When your child gets up in the morning, you always tell your child, okay, go brush your teeth. After finishing, go get bath. You have to put this dress only. Go wear the dress. Come out. It's 8 o'clock. Come on. Bus is going to come. Come, have your breakfast. Fast. No. So today is maths class. Did you keep the maths record inside in your bag? Have you put your shoes. See, your socks was there on inside the cupboard. That is not my cupboard, not your cupboard, inside my cupboard. See, go get it. Each and everything. After coming out from the school, you tell that no, you keep your bag in that place only. Go get your snacks from the fridge. It's time for tuition. Get your tuition bag. Come on, come on, come on. Every time we nag them. Correct? What happens the time? The child is being influenced by us. Influenced from outside. Happens, right? The child is being influenced every time. When the child comes up and say, Mama, I think I should, can I put leave for my tuition today? You think, no, nothing. You have to go to tuition. Your child will be telling you some reason. No, Mama, that could be that could be correct or wrong, that we don't know. But your child will be like, Mama, please, today I'll wear this dress. No, I love this dress. No, nothing happening. You have to wear this dress only. I'm telling you have to wear this dress. Now what happens? We are always influencing a child. At one point of stage, what happened? He thinks that my choice doesn't matter. I have no control over anything. So why bother to do something new? Nothing I do affects my future. Everything, all the control is in my parents' hand. They put a switch, I go and do. They off the switch, I sit in my house. Nothing I do affects my future. There's no point in doing anything. Then why should I decide something and do? Then what happens? The problem solving skills gets breaked. Decision making skills is being affected. Now think about the situation. When the child is actually learned the skill of doing certain things. We have learned few slides before. When he is paka enough, he knows what to do. He is good enough in his skills. He wakes up in the morning. That's enough to tell him that, oh, okay, come on, Raghav, it's 6 o'clock. You have to wake up. Oh, yes, mommy, it's 6 o'clock. I'm waking up. I'll go brush my teeth and come. I'll finish off my bathing and wear the dress and come up. I'll finish off everything. See what happens there. He's deciding everything from inside. That is the internal locus of control. He's been influenced from inside. Then what will be his thinking? He thinks that I make things happen. His decision-making skills grew up. He thinks that my choice affect my life. If I am late, it's totally my responsibility. I determine the future. Look what I'm capable of doing. I can do my work on myself. Then what about this project works and all? It's easier. I can do by myself. So when this action part, when it is an external locus of control, when you're always influencing your child, what happens? There is a low in the bucket of action. When the balloon, I'll show you one situation. When a balloon is being pressed inside a bucket full of water, what happens after a certain time? The balloon gets bursted out. Correct? Why? Because of the pressure we give on top of the balloon. That is the same thing we are giving on to our child. We are pressurizing always. Do this, do that. It's not good for you. Everything we are pressurizing to our children.
Kameshwariya ji, can you mute everybody?
Please mute yourself.
Kameshwariya ji, you can mute everyone.
तो बेसिक नहीं आता क्या?
Kameshwariya ji, you can go to participants and mute everyone, please.
Participants. Yes, coach. So what happens? There, the action bucket gets low. Yes, as the balloon bursted out from the bucket, one day or the other, your child will get angry towards you. Why, mama? Always you think, you decide, you do, you get, you do, think everything. Now my brain doesn't work. Is it a good sign? Are you giving your skill, are you teaching life skills to your children? No. Now it's time for a superb activity. You are going to mention who is responsible for the actions of your child, either you or your child. Come on. Come on, think about who is responsible for the actions, either you or your child. And mention 5 places or areas or situations you influence your child always. Think about it and write it. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Please do think about what are all the situations you actually influence your child the most. What could be the situation? Getting up, or brushing the teeth, or getting ready to school, or eating, anything it could be. You know your child 100% much than me, much better than me, because I know what my child does. You know what your child does. Please, come on, write it down. Think about the situation and write it down after you complete. Yes, waking up. Correct. It's a big deal. The area of discipline. Yeah. Homework, of course. Happens every time. Yeah. Yes, of course. Think about the situation. Write down, write down. Yeah. I'm going to think what do you actually influence much upon your child? Having healthy food, yeah. Using gadgets, of course. Happens. Need of taking care of pets, yeah. Correct. Gadgets too, of course. Fine. What do you think should be the locus of control? Either it should be internal or external. Come on, type it out. Time management, yeah, to lead a healthy life. Time management, internal locus of control, of course, yes. And be happy, of course. Of course, by the end of the day, whatever it might be, being happy is the only target, correct? Child learns the skill. Influencing part is like a nagging part, always nagging, or we call it as policing. Always policing, going at the back of them and telling, oh, keep this here, keep this there, do this work, write neatly, mark, put a black pen under the line. Yeah, always this is policing. Policing will not help out with children. Yes, learn to deal with your failure. Of course, correct. Policing will make you as police, they will run out. This is what happens. Yeah, so we have known that actions, when one of the actions, the influencing part, action gets low, the bucket gets unfilled, the anger triggers. No, if not, immediately, it happens one day. It happens. How many of you are Tamil here? Have you seen Santosh Subramaniam movie? The same storyline. Jayam Ravi. The same storyline. nagging, policing at the back of the child each and every time. The hero was doing, the father was doing this hero for the past 25 years. Now what happened? After 25 years, this hero bursted out. The same thing we are doing with the children. Knowingly or unknowingly. Correct. So yes, we'll move on to the third part of the phases. It is the connections. Yeah. For connections. Our child, we don't want our child to get in this example. We take ourselves as examples. We are all social animals, correct? We need friends. We need relationships. What happened during this COVID time? We all had a situation of staying at home and work from home. More than we were leisure, sitting at the back of in our room, having a relaxed time, working with our comfortable clothing, everything. What was the one thing we missed? Just type it out. What was the one thing you missed during this COVID time? Yes, come out with answers. Socializing, yeah, amazing. Connection, yeah. Come out with some simple answers. Meeting people, correct. Our friends, of course, our friends, our colleagues. We missed a lot, no? Even residing in the same flat, we were afraid of going to the next flat. Ayyo, COVID on this. We were actually missing people. We were missing our friends. Then think about children. More than us, they were actually missing their friends. Correct? So when the connection gets broken, when this connection gets broken, what happens? They feel rejected. Yeah. When this thing happens, when three of the close friends discuss something and leave your child away, they don't tell what is happening to your child. How he feels? He feels rejected. He feels that his connection has been lost. Yes, of course. When, you know one thing, in our brain, the part which gets hurt when you get physically hurt is the same part which gets hurt when you are mentally upset. The same part gets hurt when you are mentally upset, when the connection is lost. So when children, when their connection is lost, they think that they have been rejected. They have lost their connection. How many of you children in your house that told that, Mummy, I don't want this online class. I'm very bored. I want to go meet my friends. I'm bored of this life. I don't want this life again. Happened in your house? Correct? Yes, of course. If it has happened, type in I. Yes. It happened in my house. Yeah. Your connection has been lost there. Rejection happens. There's no connection. At that time, they don't know how to express it. The kids know. Literally, we also don't know how to express those feelings. How beautiful kids are. How could they express? See, when one thing is blocked, the other thing opens out now. So when they don't know how to express their feelings, they express it as anger. Correct? Happened? Yeah, father is a hardware, mother is a software, child is nowhere. Yes, coach, yes. So, again in a superb activity. When do you think your child loses his connection and faces rejection? Mention 5 places or areas or situations when your child gets lost in his connection. Think about it. This is one of the phases when this connection part also gets low. Your child gets triggered very easily. He gets anger. Mention some places. Yes, come on, think about it. Think about it. When does your child actually loses his connection? Feels rejected. No friends. Correct? During COVID. Think about it. It may be in your playground, it may be in the classroom, it could be in your marriage party, it could be in your house, wherever. School, relatives, home, friends. Do they get anger when they feel rejected? Yes. Do you think this is one of the buckets? Correct? When this bucket gets low, trigger gets easily. Your child gets anger very quickly. Just come up with answers. When the children reject your child, telling that you are not capable enough to play this football. See, you don't know how to place a ball, you don't know how to kick, how to put a goal. You are an utter waste man. Go, go, go. I'm not going to get you on my team. What happens? The child feels rejected. He doesn't come and tell you most of the times. Especially these boys now, they think they are superheroes. They don't tell anything in the house. They keep everything in their mind and they show it outside in other way. They show it as anger. Yes. Boys don't share much. They keep everything in their heart, and finally one fine day they'll show it as anger. We don't know what happened with this guy. Nalladana parna. What happened? Happens. They'll burst out suddenly. We don't know what happens. Yeah. Now let's move on to the 4th bucket. It is essentials. Your child comes from the school at 4 o'clock. Is very hungry. You tell him, hey, what did your miss teach you today? What happened in the PT period? What happened in the lab? Did you complete the record? Did you get correction? Your child gets angry. Mommy, I am hungry now. Can you give me some snacks or not? Happens? Hunger plus angry. The child gets into angry state. I'll tell you everything what happened from the morning. Now give me milk first. Or give me some bread sandwich. Anything I want, something to my stomach. Happens? Anger is a lesson of essentials. They feel tired. See, they come from school, they eat or they don't eat, you send them, push them to the tuition, they go to tuition, they go to chess class, carom board class, whatever the classes, all classes they go and come back home tired. They are very stressed, so many homework while thinking, ayo, tuition miss gave homework, school miss gave homework, my project work. While thinking about that itself, they get stressed. They get tired. Now, after coming back home after 8 o'clock, you say, no, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock only I will give you dinner. Now go get your homework done. How they feel? When you come back from office so tired, when your wife tells you, you did not take me out that day, no? You did not take me to mall that day. I won't give coffee to you. How you feel? That's just a cup of coffee. That's just a matter of coffee. How you feel? You feel angry? Not even a cup of coffee she could give me. I'm so tired coming back from office. Very tired back home at 8 o'clock, 8:30. She's not even giving me a cup of coffee. Happens? Then think about the children. So tired, they don't know how to express it. But they show it expression in anger. This is one of the buckets that your child misses out. And this bucket, if it doesn't get filled out, anger triggers. Lack of sleep. No? What happens is when you say your child, okay, tomorrow we are going to go vacation, picnic. He will not sleep. That is not a rejected case. While we are going picnic, excursion, tour, sleep and all doesn't matter to the child. But what happens when you tell, tomorrow morning, 5 o'clock, you should get 5 to 6, you are going to learn. 7 o'clock, you should get out of the home. You have exam. He will not get up. He tells, you are not even leaving me to sleep. I am very tired. You are a very much you don't understand my feelings. You are not even leaving me to sleep. Happens. Lack of sleep. A trigger point. So when this essential bucket gets low, anger triggers. Now it's again time for superb activity. Come on, think about what are the things or essentials your child needs to avoid. That is what your child gets triggered very easily. What essentials? Hunger, yes, she gets mad. Of course, happens. What are the essentials? When it goes down, your child gets triggered very easily. Study is not an essential. Sleep too. Essential, of course, we are discussing about the basic things. The basic things which is affecting them. Sleep, hungry. Have you ever watched Motu Patlu with your kids? What is the famous dialogue of Motu? If you have watched cartoons with your kids, you will be coming out with dialogues. Whenever my stomach is empty, I cannot think anything. That is a famous dialogue of Motu. So the same thing happens with our kids. When the stomach is empty, nothing happens here. So these are the essential points. Essentials they want actually. Even one of the essential could be self-respect. When you go out in public and tell that, my child always, he doesn't know how to behave in public. He's always nagging his little sister. He doesn't know how to write neatly. Your child is hearing everything. What does your child think? Self-respect gets damaged there. This is also an essential for your child. See, I am a skill development trainer. I am working with kids for past 8 years. When my parents come and ask me, just they come and with their children just dragging them and telling, no, he doesn't do his homework, doesn't do this, that, everything. I'll tell them to stop. Hereafter, if you want to come and speak with me like this, please don't come. Complaints should not happen in front of the child. Unconsciously, these complaints get inside them and makes them think that, yes, I am not capable. My mummy is going out and telling about me like this always. Then your child thinks that, yes, of course, I am not capable. Happens, right? Self-respect is also an essential. If you think yes, then type in self-respect. Your child needs respect. As you need respect, your child also needs self-respect. It is one of the self-essentials. Yeah. Please do not go out and speak bad about your child to anyone, especially in front of them, thinking that they are not there. Your children will have ears all over. Even this wall has ears, your child has ears. My child is also listening whatever I am speaking from the next room. So these are essentials. These are basic essentials. When this gets low, anger triggers very quickly. Then last, fifth one is safety. when he's been getting physically hurt, when you beat or when your friends beat, something happens, something really happened, right? Physically hurt, feeling unsafe, feeling there is some danger. What happens? When there is a matter of safety there, trigger comes, anger comes to protect themselves. Safety matters. Yes. And now it's again a superb activity for you. Please mention what are the places that your child can feel unsafe. Mention 5 places or situations where your child feels unsafe or insecure or he's in danger. Come on, let's type it out. Where does your child feel unsafe? When he is in danger. When? What are the situations? Think about it and write down. Come on. We are at the end of the session. Come on. Fast. Tuitions, school, yeah. Fine. Okay. Then, what are the places that your child feels unsafe? Playground? Parks? When you leave them alone to shops? When you leave them alone playing when you are staying in a big apartments, they are playing out of your sight? Out of sight? Not anything can happen. Happens, right? Yeah. Tuitions at school, at playground, during nighttime, Hauji. Okay, when you just close your door and come outside, huh? I don't know. Yeah, good. So now, when any one of the buckets get low, your child gets angered. You have checked the faces now. I'm going to introduce one thing. The words, whatever they tell you, like, I don't like online class. But what could be the feelings inside? See, in this orange box, the words they speak out only comes out. Okay, in these blue boxes, whatever is in their mind is mentioned. They think that they are tired. They think that I was playing and this teacher has come in and telling and asking us to study. They feel helpless at times. For you, I don't know the sum and how could I ask this to my miss? They feel confused as what's happening in the class. They're overwhelmed. Yeah, they need a break. They think, I don't know, I'm not good enough. I miss my friends. So all the things they have, that is inside them. But the one thing they speak out is, I don't like online classes. This happened during this COVID. You think that why does this happen? Yeah, they are telling that I don't like online classes. But something is there inside. How many of you have watched the movie Titanic? The movie Titanic? Please raise your hands. How many of you have watched movie Titanic? Who's the main villain over there in that movie? Was the person who was chasing Jack and Rose, or is it the iceberg who gave a big twist in that story? Who's the main villain there in the movie Titanic? Yes, of course, it's the iceberg. It made the biggest twist in the movie, right? Whatever the iceberg which you see on top is only little, but you have a very deep depth of iceberg inside. We don't know how many meters deep inside it goes. Likewise, whatever the anger the child shows is the top portion. We see only the top portion and we tell, I don't know what to do, how to handle my children. But have you ever noticed what are all the feelings or emotions they have inside? They could have doubt. They could have fear, frustration. They have helplessness. They are disconnected. They have got pain. They have grief, unfairness, loneliness, jealousy with some friends. Everything is inside as the deep iceberg inside. As parents, we are not dictators. We are parents, super parents. We have to notice what is deep inside them. Yeah, rejection in school. But they don't, some kids will come and tell out. Some kids will not come and tell out. Fine, this happens. So we need to figure out what is the feeling or emotion which is deep inside a child's heart. And this is the homework for you super parents today. We are at the end of the session. And in this slide, this fellow is, this man is actually shouting that I am so mad. But what are all the feelings he's getting inside? He's thinking that I'm not well. He has built some frustration. His best friend would have moved out. His family situation could be like, his financial situation could be low. His relationships could be low. And we would have got some bullies from his peers. Anything. These are all the feelings and words left unsaid. It's everything inside like a deep iceberg. But what has been shown outside is the word which is told out loud. I'm so mad is the only one word he's telling. Likewise, it's time to figure out what are the words said out loud by your children and what could be the other feelings and emotions that your child faces inside. This part I'll be giving you after the class. You are going to take a printout of this. If you think, no, I couldn't take a printout of this, then fair enough, you could actually draw or write down. But I want you to work out on this activity because it's time to know our kids. It's time to know our kids' emotions. We are parents, not dictators. We should know what is the empathetic point over there. So this thing I'll be sharing you after this class. So you have to write this down and send it to me through WhatsApp in this number either, or you can send it to the discuss group. You can post your answers in the discuss group before 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. We'll meet tomorrow, and tomorrow's session is for exclusively for superb leaders. So I want leaders to come and sit here, and tomorrow's session will be super amazing. It's not going to be only writing and reading. It's going to be some fun activities with coloring, everything. So keep ready with your sketches, your pens, pencil, eraser, whatever, stationery items. So tomorrow's class only for leaders, and day 3, day 4, day 5, we'll be meeting up with parents as well as kids. So please don't miss out. At the end of day 5, I promise you, you will be the most amazing, lovable parents. You will know how to transform your anger into achievement. Thank you for this session, wonderful session, Sachin coach. I'm very happy to have this session with this lovely. And so sorry. Yes. So, any questions? From parents' side? Yes, ma'am.
Parents, you are free to ask any questions. Kameshwariya can be here for another couple of minutes. If anybody has any questions.
Kameshwari coach, you were amazing. We could learn a lot of things. Exactly how to handle our kids. Most of the times we are angry and we try to keep on. We always see that they're not doing everything in the right way. We're not trying to teach them, but we expect them to do everything at the first time, everything correctly. which is not correct on our part. I think we should correct ourselves in rather skilling them than being a dictator and expecting them to do everything correctly at the first go itself.
Yeah.
That I think that is the problem with most of the parents. They expect their kids or the children to do everything right at the first go itself.
Yeah. Correct, correct. So you have got an idea how to switch your thought.
I know. Switching words, and it is mostly more than skilling them. I think we should get skilled ourselves to teach them or to anything. First, we have to get ourselves skilled first.
Yeah, thought matters.
Yeah.
Thought matters.
Yeah, true.
So everything is simple, Ji. We think that we see them it as difficult. Everything is simple in front of us, but we make it complex.
I think everything starts with the anger. That is what we need to control. I think that is where the change is required.
We'll
I
be
think once
seeing that in
the
day
anger is in control, I think we can change a lot of things.
Yes.
I think right now most of the kids, they don't open up. That is the major problem with most of the kids. They feel they know everything, and they don't want to express themselves, and they are always in a shell. Okay, there may be many other reasons because of us also. They may feel that if they say something, we may like scold them or something. They don't open up most of the time.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes,
Thank
we'll
you.
see
Thank you,
answers for
Sachin
that
coach.
in
After a long time, we
Please
were
don't miss out.
seeing each other.
Sorry?
Okay. Yeah, ma'am. I didn't get you.
We'll be seeing in day 3. Every answers will be getting in day 3. Day 4.
Sure.
5 days.
Okay, ma'am.
Tomorrow, the session is specifically for our leaders, our champions. Tomorrow, it is specifically for them. It's very differently, very fun way designed. So parents, how many of you had value? How many of you have got tons of value? Please complete the exercise that she will send, because more of realization. If you got value, please say value. Thank you so much. Anybody else has any question? Swarnaji, Srinivasan sir joined from work. That's nice. Vijay sir and ma'am both together. That shows how committed they are for Jayant and Bhargav. Love that. Thank you so much. So nice. Anybody else? Bhumna ma'am is also here. I didn't hear. Reena Didi interacted a couple of times. Rinku Didi, she's a mother and she's an entrepreneur. She's helping kids. Still, she made time. So nice. Wonderful. Anybody still has a question or anything? Anybody still has a question? Ilavarsi ma'am, your hand is up. I want to ask a question or something? Okay, I think she put her hand long time up. So thank you, Kameshwariya ji. It was wonderful. So tomorrow specifically, it's our champions.
Coach, by mistake.
Okay.
By mistake.
No issues. We are also learning.
Okay. Thank you, coach.
Yes.
It's a wonderful session.
Tomorrow, please
learn
hurry.
Everything.
Hurry.
Okay.
All the 3 should
The
attend.
three of you join, sir, coach.
Tomorrow, yes. After day 3, day 4, day 5, it is kids versus kids and children.
Okay.
Thank you, Kameshwariya ji.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much. Kameshwariya ji, you are a coach, you are a miracle. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kameshwariya ma'am.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Thank you.
Day 3. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Kameshwariya ma'am. Bye-bye.